What's up, everybody? Are we going live? Can you hear me okay? I think I just disconnected my mic. What's up, Mr. Landfill? See you scrapping. TMB Metals. What's up, Frank? What's up, Jake, Florida? Yeah, I don't know if you can hear the roaring in the background. I've been trying to melt some copper for about an hour now. I can't find my my small squirrel fan that I was using to blast air in there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it to melt copper. It's literally been on there for an hour. I figured I'd get it pre-going so I can just melt it. Hey, what's up, Mike? Pastor Mike. So we'll let a couple more people get on here, and then I'll let you know what's going on. I'm going to go check this copper real quick. I don't know if we're going to be able to do the copper, but if you look over here, I have a whole bunch of aluminum wire. I want to melt that aluminum. I think it's going to be some of the cleanest stuff you can get. So we'll strip it with the stripping machine, cut it up, and then we'll melt that. Let's see what's going on with this copper real quick, though. Okay. So I don't know if I was cooling down that thing with that blower, but I think last time I tried to melt copper, didn't it take like an hour and a half? So I'm going to let that sit for about 30 minutes. We're going to get over here, and I'm going to cut up that big coil of aluminum wire. I know that aluminum will melt. We'll just let that stuff cook off in the background. And if it doesn't melt, that's unfortunate. I was really hoping to pour a copper ingot today. I saved some of that 600 MCM. If y'all haven't watched that video that I just posted this morning, I saved like 12 or 15 pounds of that stuff to pour. So I really wish I could find my other squirrel fan. I've been looking for it all morning and I can't find it. I don't know what I did with it, but anyway, I want to thank everybody that donated on the stream last week. I wind up, I think it was totaled up to about $200 on the stream. I think it was like 150 or 160, and then someone had sent me money after the fact through Zelle. So if anyone is interested in doing it that way, or I have a Cash App or a PayPal, all that information I think is on my main channel under the description. But we're doing a fundraiser for the Freedom Baptist Church in Okeechobee, Florida. They are building an addition. Someone has graciously offered to match any donations up to $25,000, which is pretty incredible. So last week we generated $200. I'm going to match that. So we've already gained $400, and they're going to match that again and turn that into $800, which is really awesome. So I'm hoping today we'll be able to, get some more stuff. Now, last week, I had some shirts. Okay. Now these were pretty much supposed to be for sale on my website. And I was only going to give away like 1 or 2 shirts last week, but there were so many people that donated enough. So the shirts, I'm going to be selling them for like $35. And then a lot of people donated more than that. So literally everybody that donated last week is going to get a shirt. Now, if anyone donates today, I don't know if we're going to be able to get a copper ingot, but for sure, if I have to do 2 aluminum ingots, whoever donates the highest today, we're going to give away an aluminum ingot. We're going to pour it today, and then later today, I'm going to shoot a video of me putting it on the milling machine. We're going to clean it up, make it look nice, and you'll get an ingot, you'll get a shirt, and a sticker pack. Anybody that donates anything over $35 is automatically going to get a shirt and a sticker pack. Anything else donated, you'll get a sticker. And we had the other stickers come in. Which is basically just see that? Let me make this screen bigger. So this is the back of the shirt. I need to cut these. I need to get a paper cutter. Okay. And then for those of you that didn't see, I'm just going to leave this one out so I can show it later. For those of you that didn't see the other stickers, now these will all be for sale on the website here. I might be able to get it up this weekend. I had to, I was on the phone with GoDaddy for like 2 hours. So these are the other stickers. And this is most likely going to be my next shirt. Now that we're pouring ingots. Then we have the OG copper donut, the double copper donut. It's iconic on the channel. And then I thought we had one more. Oh yeah. Some old English PSF Project Shop Florida stickers. So anybody that donates anything today, you'll get every one of those stickers. And then anything over $35, you'll get a t-shirt, and then all of the stickers. And then whoever donates the highest today is going to get an ingot. What's up, Tank? Lawrence? up? Sam Diz Custom. Nice to see you in the chat. So I'm going to check that one more time, and then I'm going to go get over here and start cutting up this spool of wire. I'm going to cut it in smaller pieces, and we're going to strip it. And if this copper doesn't melt, we're gonna probably pour 2 ingots today. Hopefully we won't spill anything, and hopefully we won't blow up another ingot. So let me check this out. I'm gonna go get my hydraulic cutter real quick, and then we'll get this started. Oh, I don't know. Let me check if anyone emailed me. If anyone wants to get on here and hang out, email me at projectshopfl@gmail.com. Let me just check that real quick. I've been running around like crazy this morning. Almost missed my own stream. Hold on, I'm just going to check my email. That's not what I wanted. I'm going to leave this up. If anyone wants to get on here, let's say Roger Adams, see you scrapping. Let me know if you want to get on here, dude. I'll send you a link. And then someone sent me email, Steve. He said he sent a $20 donation in the mail. I'll have that check today. My mailbox is I don't go out there every day. So if when did he send me this? So if you sent something from last week to now, I'll consider that last week's stream. So maybe we generated $220 if that's correct. Okay. Sorry, I'm just navigating a bunch of screens real quick right now. Yeah, let me know if anyone wants to come on here. Just email me and I'll send you a link. Let me check this copper real quick, see if we're making any progress at all. I think last time I had to put the squirrel fan on it to melt. I'm sure. I don't know if you guys remember, but it was like either an hour or an hour and 40 minutes it took me to melt that copper. Once it got molten, it was okay. It just took forever to get that. You want a link? Let me see if I can't send a link. Yeah, it'd be nice to have someone on here to keep it going while I'm over here. We're gonna fire up the wire stripper and shred some aluminum wire real quick. And I also have some small copper wire that I stripped in that video last night that was jumping off the roller. We might run that through the little machine, whether or not we're able to get the copper to melt or not. I did buy a brand new. I have like a tank and a half. I put the brand new tank on here. That other tank, that propane, that actually lasts a lot longer than I thought. I still have like maybe not a half a tank, but I didn't want to run out in the middle of the stream, so I got a brand new one. I'm just going to keep this other page open. Roger, I'm going to send you a link right now. And then what I'm going to do is probably Monday, I'll finalize everything. I'll make a video on what we made on the first stream, what we made on the second stream. I'll get everybody's shirt together and everybody's address. I want to make sure, I'm going to go back and watch the stream and make sure that everybody that donated sent me. I'm pretty sure I got an email from everybody and a t-shirt size. Okay, Roger, I sent you the link. Just going to minimize that. And I did order, I don't know if I already mentioned it, but I went and ordered more shirts. There was a couple, maybe 2 people that wanted a 3X. So I bought 5 3X shirts. I bought a couple 4X shirts. I bought a couple extra double X's for myself. Oh, wow, it's pouring. I don't know if y'all can see this. This is it's coming down out there. Wow. Okay. Let me check the copper. Then we're going to set the machine up and strip some stuff here in a second. I don't know, all the little pieces of copper are bent over, so I think we're getting somewhere. I'm just going to run this other wire for a minute and let that do its thing. And then if it doesn't melt here in the next 20, 30 minutes, we're just going to pull it out. And we'll move on to some aluminum. That stuff melts pretty quick. We should be able to knock out at least 2 of those. See if I can't get this closer. What I'm going to do here is actually I'm going to set up the little Model 1000 real quick. Because I have a bunch of wire. I'll show you how I deal with this wire. It went through the main stripper, but it got off the first roller and got flattened. Once it gets flattened, it won't go back through the rollers anymore. So I'll show you what how the smaller wire stripper here actually has great advantages over the big one, even though it's a little slow. We'll still get all the copper. We lose audio? Hello? Check. We got no mic. Check, check. Can you hear me? I can't hear myself through the headphones. Sorry, we're having all kinds of issues. Sorry, guys. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, I can hear myself now. I think I disconnected myself. For whatever reason, my mic is going in and out. All this modern technology. Okay. What about this machine is very quiet. Another great thing is it'll strip literally any size wire. I want to get this table cleaned off before I strip that aluminum. It makes needles. one is I don't like running the shit twice. I was gonna went with a bigger hole. Exactly what I'm gonna do. Might have something going on with that copper. Copper, that'd be great. Awful. Big old piece that got missed. Okay. Little mess. But we recovered all that copper. What do we got here? Okay. That makes an absolute mess, but you can you can get all the copper. It doesn't matter how bad the it gets flattened or whatever. The thing with that machine is it's got two rollers pulling, but one's actually spinning faster than the other. What's up, Made in Holland? I'm gonna go back and see who's in here. What's up, Salty Zero? Made in Holland. Josh Wallace. My Life Adventures. What's up? Watching from Tampa, Florida. We got a local guy. Scrap in Scotland. What's up, man? That's awesome. Harry Verboom. Sorry if I butchered your name. Yeah, I need to repair my granulator, man. I need to get that going. All this little wire, we should have just chopped it up. I seen a guy the other day, he added borax. He says it lowers the melting temperature of copper. Really? I got some borax over there. What's up, Blue CJ? Bristol, United Kingdom. That's awesome. Without adding borax, good luck melting. Deadwood. So is it too late to add the borax? Um, what's up, Speedster Vlog? Adam W. Kenneth Hale. Yeah, we haven't gotten into anything yet. Hey, what's up? My mom's in here. You're watching me from the fairgrounds? Yeah, Adam, I'm trying to melt copper today, but you know, every time I try to melt copper, we have issues. Rixie's Metal? What's up, man? I don't know if that's your name or not. Oh, thank the safety marshal for the $35 donation. We're gonna try to do the copper today. I got the Nashwitz. I don't know if I said that right. What's up, man? We got a lot of people from Holland in here. Antonio from Sicily. Mr. Landfill, thank you for the $10 donation. All right, I'm going to check on that copper. Oh, so Adam W., you talking about making a furnace? I have that thing sitting out front. I was hoping to sell it for like $5,000, but it's a $30,000 medical burn unit with two burners in it. But nobody wanted it, so I'm going to keep it and repurpose it. The only problem is it runs off of diesel. I don't know if I could get it to run off of motor oil, but we're going to try. Let me check this copper. I want to see if it's going to do anything. Otherwise, we're going to have to pull that out of there and move on to some aluminum. Yeah, I'm not sure about it. It looks like it's getting there, but we're on a time thing. We're already 39 minutes into this, so I'm going to clean up this copper real quick and bring over the hydraulic cutter. We're going to cut that aluminum and start getting that ready to go. That should melt really fast. Got the jaw on deck. We're just going to make light work of this real quick. Now, if you don't have a tool balancer on there, that thing is super heavy. But it's absolutely awesome. plugged in. Like we're using this pole right here. Now being this is aluminum, we're going to start with light pressure. There. Woo. My machine made light work of that. All right. Okay. See what we got here. Yeah, that The thing I got out front, the MediBurn incinerator, I'm definitely going to use that. It's got a bunch of fire bricks, but it's like a long barrel, horizontal. I need to take it out and repurpose it so it's up and down. You can't hear nothing? Okay. All right, I'm going to go. I think I'm just going to go turn this thing off real quick and pull this copper out of there. I don't think we're going to get it today. I think if I had the smaller squirrel fan that I had, we might be able to do something. I'll show you the condition of what's going on here. Yeah. I mean, it was taking the shape. It looked like it was starting to melt, but we ain't got time for all that. It actually looks pretty cool. Look at the bottom. All right. Let's set this somewhere where it's not going to set anything on fire. What we're going to do is switch gears. That thing is still hot. That thing is so hot it might actually start. Oh, thanks Tracy Page for the $5 donation or €5 donation. Remember, everybody that donates is going to get a sticker pack, and anything over $35 is going to get a T-shirt. And then the highest donator today is going to get an ingot. Unfortunately, not copper. But we're going to have a nice aluminum one here in a minute. Then all the donations are going to get matched, and we're going to donate it to the Freedom Baptist Church. Let me get this aluminum going real quick. Okay. Man, it is hot in here. Even though it rained today, it's so freaking hot in South Florida. Let me check. Let me check my email. What just happened? Oh, something's happening with my mic, man. I might have dropped it or something. Yeah. Anyway, man, I'm like soaked. Let's see what we got in here today. Tracy Page, you're from the UK. The mic is made in China? Probably. It's a Blue Yeti. It's supposed to be a good mic. It wasn't cheap. I know that. So, what do you guys think about that copper? Everybody keeps telling me to get a Devil's Forge, man. Uh, 28 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that equates to in Fahrenheit, but it is damn hot. Yeah, I just don't have time to let that copper ride. What I might do, I might put it back in there when I've done the live stream and just let it, because it looked like it was starting to. Probably another 30 minutes, it might have went off. I think last time it was an hour and 40 minutes when I melted that 10-pound ingot. Um, have I noticed any slowdown in scrap? Yeah, I noticed a huge slowdown in scrap, man. Not only me, um, but like my customer. I was literally talking to a customer yesterday, and he and a bunch of other people are super slow, and me, I'm slow because most of my business was light and maintenance, and the LEDs took that away. So now, like, I have to look for other scrap, you know. Um, but it seems like everything, not just like the electrical, everything is kind of slow right now, except for down here in South Florida. The only thing that I see a lot of is AC stuff. And being that it's super hot this year and last year, and the air conditioning stuff is not going anywhere. That's what I'm going to start to kind of transition into. I'm not going to like, uh, there's still always going to be light and maintenance. It's just like everything else in the world, it's not built to last or maintain. It's all throwaway stuff there. Everything that my customers are installing right now are throwaway stuff. I've watched them install things 3 or 4 years ago that I'm seeing in the scrap already. Whereas like an HID, you could maintain that. I mean, literally, you just open it up and change the bulb and ballast. So your same fixture you could have for 10, 15 years, maybe even longer. I used to have one customer years ago. He used to take the fixtures down, and every couple of years he would sandblast them, paint them, and he probably had fixtures that were up for 20 years, you know, but they were changing out the ballast, which was good for me and everybody else, you know. That Devil's Forge is available on Amazon without the name Devil's Forge. Yeah, I'll would getting a CFS license help you with your AC units? I don't know what a CFC license is. Before I buy a forge, I'm just going to attempt to modify that big piece of equipment I got out front. I mean, unless someone wants to send me a big forge, you know, like they sent me this little one, you know, I'm not, I got to do something with that thing, either scrap it out, but it's got so many really high-end parts in it. It literally has, like you've seen me putting the squirrel fan to blow air in there. The burners on that media burn system have squirrel fans built right into it with fuel injectors to inject the diesel fuel in there. They're very expensive, and it's a high-end setup. Freon handling? Okay. I actually have a Freon machine. I have the machine to suck down the units, and it sucks it down and puts it in containers. Matter of fact, I think I got 3 containers around here somewhere. I just did, man, you can't trust people when they tell you, oh, the AC guy sucked down the units. So I had a guy drop off 2 AC units, an air handler and then the condenser unit, right? And he told me, he goes, oh, the AC guy decommissioned them and took all the fluid out. So I'm in here, and I looked at them, and it looked like they had taken all the stuff off the valve. So I thought they were empty. I cut one open. I cut like an air handler and a condenser. Man, I go to cut the second condenser open. That dude bullshitted me. I hit it with the Sawzall, and it filled the shop with that stuff. Now, I didn't do it on purpose. I would have liked to recover this stuff, but you know, it happens. That's the second time that happened to me. One time I had a big unit, man. It was one of the biggest units I've ever scrapped. And this was years ago. And the same thing. I scrapped like 2 or 3 units out, and I just came across that next unit. As soon as I hit it with the Sawzall, it just blew out. And it's amazing how much stuff is actually in those units. You know, it just filled my whole shop and left like an oily residue on a lot of stuff. Here in Virginia, you have to have a special license to scrap AC parts. Yeah, down here in South Florida, it's like the Wild West. Anybody with a pickup truck can scrap ACs. So apparently there's a place down the road here that if you recover that Freon stuff, they'll buy it. I'm not sure what they pay. I'm going to go in there and look into it. But if I'm going to get into this, you know, I'm going to want to be able to do it right and not just crack those things open or cut into one and have it blow up on me like that. You're a welder. That's how you get some of your copper. Deang, you clean portable toilets and stand next to a container. Man, when I used to work out in like demolition, man, those portable toilets, the stuff people write on them is just crazy. In Michigan, you need a CFC license too? Dude, I see guys in beat up trucks hauling tons of AC stuff down the road. It's crazy. Ozone murder. Hey, that's funny. Remember how back in the day, that's all you heard on the TV was, oh, there's a hole in the ozone layer and all this crap. What happened to that bullshit? You notice how every 5 years or so, there's always something like they're trying to get the world on. You don't hear nothing about the ozone no more, or like the ice caps melting. They were saying something about the ice caps melting. What's that? 30 years ago. South Florida's flat is like the flattest state around. I don't think the shoreline's gotten any lower, other than natural beach erosion. They fixed the ozone with duct tape. Yeah, they slapped some of that. What is that stuff? That Flex Seal. You can't even take a catalytic converter to the scrapyard without proof where it came from. You know what? Someone just dropped one off the other day. Hold on a second. Oh, our aluminum's melted too. Somebody dropped this off. Matter of fact, the same guy that dropped off um, the AC units dropped this off. It's got some numbers on it somewhere. Mexico, 3M 5C0131701P 280913 2013 D23020. I have no idea what any of that means or what it's worth. It actually looks like it's in good condition. He said he literally, I know the guy, so I know he didn't take it, but he said he literally found this on the side of the road. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I've never done anything with them before. All right, this thing's ready to go. I'm going to fill that thing up with some more aluminum. Looks like melted spaghetti in there. One right through the top. Oh man, it's already moving down. We'll get that thing heating up. I don't have a long enough cord. I'd like to get that camera closer. See if I can make that bigger. It's literally like slowly moving down in there. I guess I could just keep feeding it like that. So someone was saying the other day the difference between melting like really pure aluminum and like an alloy. I forget what he said. Either the pure aluminum doesn't shrink or the alloy shrinks, one or the other. Sorry, dude, we couldn't get the copper to melt. Made in Holland. Frank Daniels. Yeah, AOC, that's a whack job, man. How did, she should go back to bartending. She probably sucked as a bartender. What made her think she could get into politics? Looks like a plant, She was basically put there. She wasn't put there for her brains, for sure. Will the borax help melt aluminum? Man, I don't think we need. Look, it's already gone. I'm going to keep feeding that thing. I don't think we need borax with the aluminum. See if I can't get a closer shot. This is what I really wanted to melt, man. Look at this. That's a shame. Uh, Probably dangerous. You know how we like to live on the edge, though. Got it. Close up. How's that? A little better? Look at that stuff creeping down, man. Man, it is so hot in here. Hold on. I think I'm going to turn my other fan on. I don't know if that got loud, but I had to get some airflow in here. So, look how fast that's melting now, man. Probably going to drink a gallon of water in this stream. Uh, thanks, Adam. Okay, hopefully we'll be pouring an ingot here soon. Look, that stuff melted down. I got to keep on top of that. We have a self-feeding system. Hopefully it don't overflow inside. All right. I want to get that look at that. Oh man. We were starting to get a little bit of melt. It's probably going to take 2 hours to get this to melt. What I'll do is I'll sprinkle some borax on here, and I'll put this back in there. And if I can get this to melt, I'm going to send this to somebody. I mean, that looks cool just the way it is. It looks like the head of that cartoon tree guy, the root or whatever. But we started getting some meltage over there. But it just was taking too long, man. And I can't find my my turbocharger that I used last time. I think it's getting pretty full. Maybe the furnace doesn't get hot enough to melt copper. You know, I've melted copper twice with it. It just takes forever. The borax goes in last on the melted copper. Okay. Oh, I should check my emails. Okay, Frank. Yeah, I'll give it a shot, man. Anything helps. Oh, you know what I can use that catalytic converter for? See if I can get this. So I made these homemade tongs, but I just put like a V on there, and I actually need to make it round. So let me find a hammer. We're going to do just that. There we go. We're getting there. Got somewhat round tongs. Maybe it'll work better. All right, let's check this out. We might be ready to go here in a minute. Definitely getting full. Okay. That's ready to pour. Whew. Did I do anything to the mold to make it come out easier? No, I haven't done anything since the last one. We're going to let it cool down for a couple minutes. While it's cooling down, we're gonna melt some more, and then we're gonna make 2 ingots today. Don't add the borax to the aluminum. Adam W., that crucible is at the brim, dude. Yeah, I'm glad I pulled out that last stick because it would have overflowed. Yeah, I have graphite powder. Um, you think I should put that in there? I think last time I put this on there, if I put this on there, I got to make sure it don't get clumped up. I think I brushed it in with a brush, and then make a plasma furnace. Yeah, that would be awesome. How old am I? I'm an old dude, man. I just turned 42 last year, or whenever my birthday was. Um, but I'm gonna. Can you sprinkle this stuff on there while the mold is hot? I mean, we'll give it a shot. Go find a little brush. We're ready. Hope we don't spill it this time. I think it's easier just to load it up from the top like that. Yeah, great pour, man. It's the first time I didn't have it splash out. But unfortunately, like the side shrunk in. So this one, I'm for sure putting on the milling machine. And we're going to clean it up and make it as nice as we can, and we're going to send it to someone. it's a tripping hazard, the propane line, dude, everything over here is a hazard. My whole life is a hazard. What's the easiest and most efficient way to open an AC compressor? I would say a plasma cutter for the like the simplest, easiest thing you can buy. You could use a grinder, but you're going to burn through blades, and it's just a mess. I actually was using my plasma cutter the other day, but somebody, I'm not going to mention any names, Steve, burned it up or did something to it because after he cut open those AC compressors on that first run we did, it ain't worked since. I even changed the tips and everything. It just cuts off. You know, it might just be the fact that it's made from China. You know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is, that company, Best Arc, they've been contacting me. They want to send me a welding machine. And the guy's funny, man. He emails me. He's like, "Oh, how come you haven't? I haven't seen a video with you using the machine." I'm like, "Dude, I used it in like 5 videos." You know. But there's actually another way to open them up, kind of like a can opener. You need a rotator, and then you need 4 blades that are on a cam system to come in from the side. You need to be able to move it up and down. That's actually, I like that system better because you're not creating fumes and sparks. You still have to cut down the side somehow. And I actually seen a machine that had a roller that went back and forth like this. It had a roller and it clamped them. You know, they were like this. And then it came like that and just rolled back and forth and cut it open. Again, no dust, no fumes. And it just, there's a bunch of ways to do it. The way I want to do it, if I'm going to be doing hundreds of them, is have a rotator with like 4 blades that come in and squeeze it. Rob, have? I don't even know what that is. You just finished the last video. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. What you're doing for the fundraiser is honorable. Yeah. So, again, the whole reason we're doing this is to donate and kind of help generate a little bit of money for the Freedom Baptist Church in Okeechobee, Florida, where we go on Sunday. If anyone's from Okeechobee, Florida, you should go check it out. And then you can go check out Mike Wharf's ministry on YouTube. Go give that guy a sub, man. He's only got like 240 subs, I think. Last time, I think he started with like 218 or 220. So we gained him 20 subs on the last stream, which is awesome. I really appreciate that. And on the last stream, I appreciate everybody that donated. Again, you know, if you donate today, everybody that donates $35 will get a shirt. Last time, I was only going to give one away. I wind up giving everybody a shirt that donated. And everybody that donates today, no matter what you donate, you're going to get a sticker. So make sure you email me. This is going to be our next shirt. So let me check this aluminum. The stuff is melting fast. Think enough time passed for that ingot to go in the water? When is Steve actually moving? Steve already moved. He was actually here the other day. He got his motor and a bunch of stuff he had stored in my shop. Did I get your package yet? I think the package did come. I got an email. So my editor actually lives out by my mailbox. So when they pick up all my stuff. Use a porter bandsaw to chop off the top and then run down both sides with a cutoff wheel. Yeah, I like the porter band idea. Or even if like you had the porter band mounted and then you could bolt the thing on a rotator. Porter band, it's not going to create a lot of dust. I like that, or fumes. That's actually something, I like that idea, actually. The only problem I see with that is like how often you got to replace them blades. But the cutoff wheel, I'm trying to get away from cutoff wheels, man. There's a couple things on YouTube. They show the compressor spinning, and then there's 4 rollers that come in from the side, and as it's spinning, it'll even do the oblong ones, the ones that are like an oval. The rollers just cam like this, and it just pops the top right off. It's really incredible. I have a really good idea for something made in Holland. I can't donate this time. That's cool, man. I appreciate everybody that donated on the last one. I actually, on that last one, we got way more than I thought we were going to do. So I appreciate anything. Just getting on the stream, man. I appreciate it. So you guys liked last week's ingot? That was a total, that was a surprise. What am I going to do with the oil filter machine? Crush oil filters. I used to make my own diesel fuel with used motor oil. I run what's called W85, 85% used oil, 15% gasoline. And what I would do is go around to all the mechanic shops and either, depending on what the market was, sometimes I had to pay up to 50 cents. Sometimes the highest was ever $1 a gallon. Sometimes I was charging. The last time I was doing it, I was charging 25 bucks a 55-gallon drum to pick up the oil and 25 bucks a 55-gallon drum to pick up the oil filters. That machine right there crushes them flat. Hold on. That was a big oil filter. So you put them in there this way. I'm not going to do it because it might spill. You put them in there upside down. It flattens them out and squeezes whatever remaining oil is in there. And then there's like holes and tubes that you run off into a bucket. So I was charging for the oil filters, squeezing it down, recovering some oil, burning it as free diesel in my truck. And then if you squeeze the oil filters like that, the scrapyard will buy them. Some scrapyards won't buy oil filters unless they're squeezed. The one down here, as long as I squeeze them like that and crush the fluid out of them, they'll buy them as scrap. So I was charging to pick them up, getting fuel from it, and making money on the back end, selling them as I think I was selling them as shred. I wasn't getting prepared steel because inside that is a bunch of media stuff. The only issue using a porta bandsaw is going through blades. Yeah, that's a thing. A pack at Harbor Freight was almost 20 bucks. Yeah, I don't use anything Harbor Freight when it comes to blades. I don't even like buying their cutoff wheels. They just don't last. Tractor Supply, even though they're kind of I don't know if you've seen the news, they're kind of pushing that gay agenda and doing some weird stuff. They lost like what was it, $1 billion in their market shares or something. You know, those farmers don't like that homo stuff, man. They should have known better. That guy should be fired for even doing that stuff. But Tractor Supply actually had a decent deal going for a while on cutoff blades. And then I usually get them at Home Depot. Or there's a Weldon supply place that sells, they're kind of expensive, but they're really nice, man. They cut like butter. You'll have to have access to that many, what, oil filters? Oh, I'm going to be 42 this year. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, I tried to stop counting after I hit 30. Is your furnace even on? Oh, yeah, thanks, man. I totally forgot I was melting copper or aluminum over here. Man, that thing's over there popping and shaking around. Hopefully we didn't blow it up again. Oh, God, look at it. It came right out. Still kind of hot. This time it fell right out. I don't know if that was the graphite. Something was going on in the corners. I think I had some graphite down in the corners. Whoops, I removed everything. It's kind of warm. Man, that's got a huge dimple down in there. So maybe that guy that left that comment was saying the purer the aluminum, the more it's going to shrink. That's interesting. This whole thing shrunk down. Look at that big dimple. So, I'm wondering if I could heat that up. I don't know if that I'm not going to put that graphite on this next one. I don't know if it's built up on there or what. But it's like the sides aren't smooth. I think I just kind of clumped it in there too much. But unfortunately, look at the corners, man. See, this is what I got to try to fix. The problem is we're at capacity. Oh, let me get this going. This thing's bent over like a wet noodle. I wonder if I took my torch and like put this back in the mold and like melted the corners and fed. I like, would you see that? Like even after I milled it, because what's going to happen here, if I have to mill this, I'm going to have to deck like a ½ inch off the top of this. So I need to make like a recessed plate that sits down in there that has holes in the four corners and like a slot in the middle. So when I fill it up, it can suck from all that. Because that's a lot. That's like the worst one yet. That's crazy how it wouldn't like, just kind of level off. I think last time I didn't have the graphite powder in there. But I mean, it is a nice looking ingot. It's got some crisp edges on it. So that's one. About full. This one to the brick. Dude, look at that. Like a pointer. Oh, my glove's smoking. Oh, man, we are all slow. Not I can see. All right, we're going to let that get really hot. What's crazy about that is if you sit there and stir the wire, it basically goes, you can feel it just melting in your hand. Let's see what we got here. Rosie 1. Big Stack takes the brick out of the mold for a while to cool down faster. Well, my problem is these things are stuck in there pretty much. Adam W. Oh, they fired a dude from Tractor Supply? That's what he gets. That's just dumb, man. Why would you know what your base is, the people that go there, and then you're going to do something stupid like that? Yeah, I'm burning that, Adam. I'm burning the moisture out of that mold right now. We're going to let that cook off for a couple minutes here. Because there's actually 2 plates sandwiched on the bottom. Water could get in there. That could be catastrophic. We're coming up on 2 hours, so we're going to hurry up and pour this one. Way down the top when I pour it? What am I going to weigh it down with? Melt zinc. Down here, I think the boat yards use a lot of zinc. Man, it's such a rough finish on the side. Not like the first couple. They were so smooth. I mean, overall, I think it's a great looking ingot. But we definitely got some work to do on the mold. And all this here, I don't like that at all. I mean, if I mill out all this stuff here, it's going to be like a micro ingot. I think what I'm going to do is try to heat this up and fill that in. I don't know. And I don't like these corners here. But by the time I cut them corners down, I'll probably be to the bottom of this. It looks like a piece of bread down in there. The way it shrinks. I'm just thinking about 100 things right now how to fix this. I feel like we kind of went backwards. That first one I poured was awesome, or maybe it was the second one. Oh, hey, don't worry about it. See you scrapping, man. I appreciate you just coming by and checking out the stream. Would love to know how you pay for your wires. Whether I pay by the pound or foot. I don't know anyone that pays by the foot. That would be kind of ridiculous, especially if you get a bunch of spaghetti. I pay by the pound, just like the scrapyard. You know, I sell by weight, so I buy it by the weight. How much does this weigh? I think we weighed them. They weighed like 4 pounds or something like that. We'll put it on the scale here in a second. Let me get this other one going. I think we're about ready to pour this second one. Let's see if I can't just clean up the inside of that mold real quick with something. Like there's like corrosion starting or something. I get a better wire brush. Damn, did someone just donate $200? Jay Walter, thanks for the $5 donation. DKK 200. I don't know what that is. It's 29.17 US dollars. That's a hell of a conversion rate. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, hold on. Let me get this poured real quick and we'll get back to that. Oh man, we might spill some of this. This is literally to the brim. Oh. Okay. It's crazy how as I was pouring it, I watched these corners not flow to the corner like they, you know how water likes to stick to itself? It's like the aluminum didn't want to like flow into the mold. That's why I'm thinking almost the best thing to do is melt it and then set it in like another furnace and let it melt down and then like slowly cool it. Maybe it won't do that, you know? Okay. We got a couple minutes here. So Jay Walter, the molds, you want to just make sure they are free of fluids when you pour, not heated up so hot. Yeah, you know what? That thing was hot, dude. That was really hot. Um, let me see what we got here. It's not fixable. Remelt it. I mean, we'll see what happens. Pouring some aluminum in it. I'm wondering if I take my cutting torch and heat it up, get it molten, and then yeah, maybe pour some hot aluminum right in there. Let's go back and answer some questions real quick. When you pay by the pound, you match the scrapyard's price on insulated wire. Yeah, I either match it or I beat it. And the reason I'm able to do that is because the place I sell to in Miami, they buy from the scrapyard. So I get a little better price. Does the thicker wire cost the same as small wire? Actually, the bigger wire, you could pay more for. Because the recovery is like 90%. Oh, sometimes, you know, that 600 MCM. Matter of fact, next time I get some, I'll take some and weigh it. I'll take like, 10 pounds and weigh it, and we'll strip it and see what's going on. So you can actually, like, I paid a lot for that 600 MCM I just stripped. Like, I paid more per pound for the insulated wire than I get for insulated wire in Miami. But the recovery is so good that um, um, you know, you can do that and still make money. You know, I bank on pretty much how fast I can process it. Like that amount of copper, I think that was like I don't know, 4,000 pounds of copper or something. Um, for someone that doesn't have a stripping machine like mine, that insulation is pretty thick. Um, it would have taken someone a long time to strip that, you know. So I bank on the fact that I can strip it so fast, and then my machine on the bigger wire, it peels both sides, so you're just picking up clean copper. You know, now obviously I need to get my material handling down a little better because I waste so much time moving stuff from the trailer to here and then back. Um, I just cleaned out a bunch of stuff. You're going to see a video coming up here shortly of a shop cleanup. I don't know if you noticed how and not super clean the shop looks, but it's way better than it was. Um, and I'm going to be doing pretty much probably a couple times a week until the shop is clean, and then we're going to get on. Like my back is telling me, there's no more waiting, there's no more BSing around. We need a forklift in here ASAP. So um, we're going to make that a super priority over here. But I got to clean up first and get rid of all the clutter that's in here, so I can actually focus on doing something with that. Um, Why would I do that? He's supposed to be running a charity. Uh, no, I'm not running a charity. Just last stream and this stream, anything that's donated in the chat is getting donated to the church I go to in Okeechobee, Florida. They're building an addition for like a children's center or something for a really good cause. I'm, you know, I'm the last person that donates to things because I never know where this, you know, you never know. And so many charities out there have been caught, like the people that run it are getting 80 to 90% of the money, and only pennies on the dollar go to the actual thing, if anything goes to it at all. You know, like that Susan G. Komen. What a scam. They've generated hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars, and literally, I think it was what was it, Bubba the Love Sponge outed them. Like 80 or 90% went to administrative stuff. People are driving around in Rolls Royces and stuff like that. It's crazy. I ain't with that stuff, but I've met the pastor. I've seen the actual construction started. I know what they're doing over there. The fact that someone's going to match for the next month whatever they get up to $25,000, so they can easily turn 25 grand into 50,000, which they need. I think he said that they're going to need like $100,000 to do the complete thing. I don't know if you've seen the cost of building materials nowadays, but you know, Biden economics, you need a charity to build something nowadays, man. It's tough. So they're really good people. I like his message. I like his raw, uncut approach. And, you know, he says in his things, he doesn't even take a salary. I think he was a history teacher. He lives off his pension. He's preaching for free, you know, so the church runs off the donations and stuff. So I'm sorry, I just got I think my editor might be here. Maybe one day you guys will meet the editor. Let me know if you want to meet the editor. I've never disclosed who they are or, yeah, if they're male or female, or it could be a dog for all you know. But my editor's awesome. Matter of fact, my editor is the one that designed that. All of this. Just remember, everybody that donates today is getting a sticker pack. And anything over $35, you're getting a t-shirt. And whoever donates the highest today, well, the two highest, because I got 2 ingots. 2 highest donations today are getting an ingot. Now, whether I mill that down or mess with it, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. But back to the, let me finish on the church. So it's Freedom Baptist Church. They're on Facebook. They have a website. And then it's Mike Wharf Ministries on YouTube. Look in the chats. He was in here earlier. Try to sub to him. Give him a sub. He really he's got a great message. And it'd be nice to get him up to 1,000 subscribers so he can, start doing live streams on YouTube. He does lives on Facebook, but I don't think he's getting any ad revenue from that. So, all right, let me get back to some questions here. Wouldn't it be an incentive to sell your wire to him if he matches and beats the scrapyard? Yeah, first of all, a lot of people, they don't like scrapyards, man. Scrapyards are getting worse and worse, in my opinion, and they're getting notoriously ripping people off. I had a whole deal with a scrapyard. They messaged me on YouTube, offered me great pricing, and then the first 2 times I went there, it was okay because I just brought in one product, a ton of copper wire, right? Thousands of dollars worth of wire. But it was the payment issue. They put a hold on my money. They had to pay me with a check. It took days for me to get paid. And then when I started bringing in everything, all my aluminum, my brass, the extrusion, it was a nightmare. I didn't get paid. They sent me a list of prices, but they didn't pay me on that list of prices. All they had to do was pay me, and they would have been making good money because, I get a ton of copper, I would have been one of their better customers, and they screwed it up. Yeah, thank you, Walter, for the $5. Thank you, Super Rashid, for the 200 DKK, which is, I guess, about $30. I think we're up to $130 today. Sure it would be. Let's see. Yeah, thanks, Mom. That ingot came out the easiest of all. How many hours out of a 20-pounder propane tank? I don't know. So this is a new one, but I still have the other one that I originally started with. It's still got plenty in it. I just didn't want to run out today. I didn't know. I knew I was going to try to melt that copper. I knew it was going to take a long time. I literally wasted an hour, and we got this far. That's all the meltage we got in an hour. That's kind of ridiculous. Oh, and I have the kiln back there. I have the kiln back there. I'm going to see if I can't melt aluminum in that thing, because then I could pour more in that mold. I'll fill that mold way up. See you scrapping. You buy insulated copper all day for yard price? Yeah. And you know what? Talk to your yard, man. Tell them, hey, man, I'm trying to do a little side hustle, or I'm starting a business. I want to sell you my copper, but I need a better price. Scrapyard I go to buy strip wire for number 2 prices. They're ripping you off. See, that's the thing with scrapyards, man. When they do dirty stuff like that, I'm very fortunate. The people I deal with in Miami, they give me great prices. There's no BS with them. I probably get away with a lot that most people couldn't get away with, mainly because what I'm bringing them is, peanuts compared to what they're moving. Like they're literally bringing in tractor trailer loads. They're bringing in Connex boxes from the islands. Like that's why like my cast aluminum, I don't worry about every nut and bolt or screw or a little metal bracket because it's just going to get thrown in with an entire tractor trailer load of aluminum, and they're allowed 3%. So Danish kroner is 14 cents on the dollar. Wow. Yeah, see you scrapping. Sorry if I'm going back and reading old comment. You're not going to get the type of wire and scrap that I get. You're not going to get that if you're not matching the scrapyard prices, because the electricians they're not dumb people. Like some of my customers, they call before I get there, or before they even call me to tell me, hey, we've got some copper. What are you paying? They'll ask me, what are you paying? So I call, I get a price. I give them a date. Like I get my prices every day, because just the other day I sold copper on a Monday at $4 a pound. By Thursday, it was $3.75 a pound for bright and shiny. So that's one reason I don't sit on that. 25 cents a pound over 1,000 pounds, man. You're talking about a chunk of change. So, all right, let's see what we got here. Another great pour. Thanks, Mr. Landfill. Nico, you're 22 years old and you have your own scrap metal company. That's awesome, man. I hope it's going good for you. Just a thanks for all the hours I may have watched you. I appreciate it, man. Can I put a torch on it? Why? It's cooling. I don't know, man. Should I break out the blowtorch and see if we can fix it? Yeah. Laurent, oh man, I'm butchering your name, dude. I'm sorry. You're the dude from France. Laurent, thanks for the €40 for the 2 ingot pour this day. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I was trying to get copper in there too, man, but it just wouldn't melt. If I'm thinking I'm going to put that back in there when I'm done the stream and just let it cook while I'm doing other things. If I can get that poured, I'm going to send that if I can get it. I'm not sure that I'm not sure it's going to have in there. I mean, next time we do this, if I'm just strictly doing aluminum, we might be able to pour a bunch of ingots in here, man. 22 years old, you have the dream of having the biggest metal recycling company in Canada. That's awesome, man. Well, you know what, dude? Just be honest with people, give them a good price, work with people, and don't rip people off, and you'll be doing great. How about using a gantry lift? Well, I'll tell you what. If I that's something I've already been thinking about. If I make the that incinerator into a furnace that I can melt copper and aluminum, that thing's this big around. I'm going to be able to melt 5-gallon buckets at a time, dude. I think a 5-gallon bucket of copper chops used to be like 180 pounds. we'll be able to do 100-pound ingots easily, dude. Big monsters. You know what I'm talking about? Man, I told you, once I get this dialed in, you're going to see some of the biggest ingots on YouTube, man. We ain't playing around. We like to go big or go home or blow ourselves up, whatever comes first. Now I identify as LGBTQ. Let's get Biden to quit. Oh, snap. I should make that a t-shirt. Do I have a website for my business? I run word of mouth. I did, like, when I first started 13 or 14 years ago, I did like 6 months of sales calls, got really big, got some of the biggest contractors in Florida that were doing lighting, like all the big lighting maintenance contractors. I pretty much had them on lock. And, then a bunch of shit happened, and COVID was like the worst, man. It ain't been the same since. I lost so much business. And at the same time, COVID, a lot of companies went out of business or just, I haven't heard from them. And then the LEDs just kind of ruined it, man. We want to meet your editor. Is it your GF fiance? Nope. I've known my editor longer than I've known my fiance. They'll have to want to come on. But they're kind of private people. So what's up, Empire Finds? FJB Economy. Hulk Hogan did an awesome speech the other night. I didn't see it, man. I'll have to look at that. Aluminum melts at 1200. You don't think the kiln will do? I'll tell you what, man. I had some copper sitting in there for a while, and it looked like it was about to melt, man. Almost like this stuff here. I wouldn't do it. Oh, hey, Copper Man, Coppa Man, $49.99 donation. That's awesome, man. I appreciate it. You might be the top donator today. So you're going to get an ingot, a shirt, and a sticker pack. You got to get this to start melting some copper. Yeah, I know. Oh, so we're at $180 today. Man, that's great. I was hoping we can match last week's $200. We did 160 in the chat, I think. And then someone sent me $40 after the chat through Zelle. So I'll finalize everything like at the end of today, even after the chat's done. If someone wants to send something through Zelle, Cash App, or PayPal, email me, and we'll get that done, and we'll get the total. So that means we're up to $380. I hope we can get the 400, man. I'd love to give them $800, and then that'll turn into 1,600, man, which will be awesome, man. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate it, man. It's for a really good cause, and you're getting some good stuff, man. I'm really excited that I know it's just stickers and a t-shirt, but it's a start for me. It's something I've always wanted. To sell a product. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what it was going to be. There's actually something that I want to sell that I was going to start doing before I started recycling, and which is the reason I started YouTube. One day you'll find out. One day you'll find out why I started YouTube. I'm not ready yet, but when I am, it's going to blow you away. It's going to be awesome. I need to become a little bit better of a machinist, get some more tooling. But but it's going to be awesome. COVID is on the way back here. That sucks, man. Let's see. 0.9 MB. You don't want it glowing red. The cooler the pour, the better end results. Less shrinking, less cooling time. Oh, that makes sense. That shop would be so hot with the size furnace running in Florida. Dude, this shop is brutal already, and we don't even got a furnace. Damn, see you scrapping. You used to do 800-pound ingots. Dude, I got to step up my game. 4 foot by 4 foot by 2. All right. Hey, we're going to have to work on that. I don't know how that's a serious setup, dude. Damn, someone just donated $50. Hold on 1 second, man. Hold on. Oh, I gotta get that thing in the water. Okay, sorry about that. All right, listen, I'm gonna dunk that in the water real quick. Let's see if it's still hot to shake. I wish I had the camera closer because it shakes the whole. Where'd my gloves go? Woo! That thing is over there bubbling and popping and shaking around. Okay. Hopefully that comes out like that last one. Okay, let me finish this. Let me get through these questions. I want to thank that guy that just sent the $50. So we got 2 people, $49.99 and $50. So that's our 2 top people right now. That is freaking awesome. So I think we beat last week. That is awesome. Hold on, where were we? So we don't want the aluminum glowing red. So should I pull it out and let it cool a little bit before I actually pour it? That's interesting. If you use a flat piece of steel, cut and fold the sides, then the welds on the outside. So I don't know if you've seen Empire Finds how I made that mold. I machined the base plate, and then I laid the hold on. I laid the I laid them in there and welded them from the outside. There's a little line. There's no weld. That's why. Where's my thing? That's why these sides, for the most part, are super like sharp. You know, it's because I machined everything to fit. I didn't want round. I went like, really tight, nice, sharp. I want ingots that no one else has. You know what I'm saying? First of all, even just the way this is, I haven't seen anybody with ingots like that. Or let me show you the first, because the nubs, that's definitely something you never seen, but so this one which in my opinion was like, I think my second pour, but it came out the best. Flat. You know, I haven't seen anybody that has ingots that come out like that crisp and clean. And that's what I'm going for. This one had minimum shrinkage. The sides were really nice on this, right? And I haven't polished or done anything to this. This is exactly how it came out of the mold. So I need to get it back to this. And we just need to get so these corners aren't round, because I want the top corners to look like the bottom corners. You see that? And I might even chamfer these on the milling machine. But in order for me to get rid of them, I'm going to have to like overfill the mold. And then I think I'm going to have to put a plate to recess down in there with holes so that the aluminum goes up into the holes when it's hot. And then as it shrinks, it's still, I'm not going to have to deck so much off. That's what I'm trying to not have to do. I don't want to deck so much material. So this is what we're shooting for, okay? The best looking, precise. Like I want to run, when I'm done with this, I want to run my dial indicator down these and it be on 0, you know? Why? I don't know. I'm retarded. Who knows? But it's going to be something different. And then, because I look at the price, they're getting like 4 and 5 times scrap value for ingots online. I figure if you're going to get that much more for an ingot, you might as well look the part. You know what I'm saying? So, to advertise your products you're going to make in the future. Yeah, so that's another part of the ingots. Making them precise is just one part of it. What I plan on doing with them and how I'm going to gain more customers, there's going to be a whole nother operation that I have to do. I need another piece of equipment to do that. I tried donating, but an unused account keeps coming up, and I don't know how to change it. I'd like a t-shirt. You can always email me, Mom, or text me. We'll figure it out. Walter J. Road Less Wolf. I was wondering if it is donations through YouTube or if you have an outside link for donations, but it's nice to have all these donations actually going somewhere that really keeps their word where the donations are going, not 90% like you said. Yeah, first of all, these donations, I'm not taking anything. I'm going to match them. So it's literally, you know, it plus you're getting a shirt. So it's costing me more, like your donation is costing me what you donated, plus the cost of my shirts and my stickers, plus I'm shipping the stuff. You know, so this is really for a good cause in the church. And, you know, twofold kind of thing. I wanted to show my, sorry about that. I wanted to show my merchandise, you know, and show you guys. I really do appreciate everybody watching. And I want to help the church out. They're really good people over there, man. I get a good vibe from them. I like the message, man. It's unlike, you know, I'm not big on churches. I never was. I don't like the whole pay to pray. But this guy is like, he goes, I don't care. You know, he tells people he don't care if he quits. It's really, hold on. Let me finish these questions. See you scrapping? Yeah, hold my beer challenge. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, we're gonna get going. Bellows Forge, glad for your YouTube channel. We're all benefiting from the knowledge you share. Thanks, Project Shop. Yeah, man, I'm glad that people are getting stuff out of the channel. I do try to put a lot of work into putting out quality videos. You know, and it does. If everybody donated by PayPal or anything other than YouTube, Derek would get the whole donation with no commission at all. So here's the deal. I know YouTube's going to take some of the money. It doesn't matter. Whatever you guys donated, that's what they're going to get. So if you donated $50, whether YouTube takes it or not, I'm going to match the $50 and send it. So we're at $230 today. Almost a 3-hour live. Yeah, sorry we're going long. I was trying to get some copper melted, but the ingot bottom is cooked. Yeah, my floor is not level in here. What's up, simple man? We're going to get this out. Did you see my idea for a vertical mold up above? No, a vertical mold. I don't know, but I'll have to go check it out, man. Let me see what else we got. I want to go pull that thing out of there. Oh, Mike Wharf is in here. Yeah, he's the money is going to help him build a multi-purpose building. They're I guess they're growing, and they need a bigger space, which is awesome. More people need to actually. It's funny. We went to a youth thing at the pastor's son's house. They nicknamed the Major. The guy's pretty cool, but he had a thing in there. And then Pastor Mike was saying how our demographic, like people, the younger people, is the lowest amount of people that attend church, which is really sad, because if you look at what the young people are doing and their mentality and the way they live their lives with, you know, they're not going in the right direction, in my opinion. One, half of them are dumber than shit. You know, you can't get a young person. I mean, not all young people, but I'd say a good 90% of them, they're screwed, man. They're just living in a fog. Half of them are probably going to be living with their parents. And, you know, like the one guy that helps me, the young kid, Oliver, I met him when he was fresh out of high school, 18 years old. And like he could understand and comprehend. He's a great worker, which is why I work him. He was actually here yesterday, so hopefully you guys will see him soon. But he didn't know anything like in the mechanical realm or anything like that. But he was eager to learn, you know, and I could show him something and he would pick up on it pretty good. That's why I keep him around. You know, he's actually going to school right now to become an electrician, and he's one of the best students in the class. So, oh, we got another $35 donation from Jay Walter. Here's another donation to cover the cost of the shirt, the stickers, and package. You don't have to count this towards my donation today, but whoever that wins the donation today, so the full donation from everyone counts. Hey, man, that's $85. Dude, you're top donator, man. You're already the top donator. Oh, 90? You donated $5 at the beginning of the stream? Dude, you're all right, man. I appreciate that. Church is going to appreciate that, man. That's awesome. I'm glad we can help. You know what? The old saying, many hands make light work. You know, if people all came together and was more like a community instead of everybody trying to do, you know, everything themselves, the world would be a better place. And Mike and his church, man, they got a really good message, and he's really in tune with all the people that go to his church. If you watch his videos, the first thing he does is let everybody know how his congregation is doing, and if anyone's sick or had any problems or what people are doing. He updates everybody. It's really like a family, which is really nice, man. Um, my mom, yes, we want to meet the editor. um, okay. It would be nice to meet the editor, but also I think it's best to hear the rest of the story. Why you're on YouTube? Yeah, I bet everybody wants to know why I started. I started YouTube not to show. It had nothing to do with recycle. And in the beginning, I was just kind of like fumbling around. I didn't know what the channel was going to be or what it was going to do, but I was trying to build an audience for something. And I think it was I did something with copper, and it got a lot of views. I think some of the first videos on my YouTube channel was my granulator and my water sluice, which somebody, I hope the guy still watches the channel, he dubbed it the Franken sluice, which is when I build the next one, which is going to be next level. It's going to be, there's going to be two or three things on it that you haven't seen anywhere. And it's going to be visually awesome and functionally awesome. And we're going to have the cleanest chops you've ever seen, with the best process. And I'm going to be selling bags of chop. This dude, Boca Mint, he's constantly sending me messages. He's down here in Boca, Florida, wanting to buy chops. And I'm like, I need to get on them. Let's see. Let's see. I'm not ready to. I'm not ready for why I started YouTube. It's for a company and a product I was going to be selling, and it's something cool. It's something kids and adults could enjoy. It's fun. You guys think my mom is the editor? You guys are a trip. Uh, I don't know. Maybe I maybe I'm going to keep the editor in the dark. Um, I came late, $5 earlier, $50 from a moment ago, so 55, and the 35 is supposed to go towards. Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks, Jay Walt. Man, I appreciate that, dude. That is awesome, dude. That's really amazing. We hit our goal. I was hoping to just match what we did last week. We've already exceeded that. Let me go get the ingot. Let's see if it pops out like the other one. Oh, it's already popped out. It was already falling out of there. Wow. This one has a little bit more detail, but I'll tell you what. Hold on a second. Let me put this ingot maker down. I'm gonna fire that kiln back up and burn all this moisture off so this thing don't rust. Oh, whoo! Got to stay hydrated, man. All right. Oh man, this one's got a deep gouge too. I'm gonna try it, but I'll tell you what, look at this. This one's got the chromiest looking finish ever. I don't know how that happened. But we got so this one has some weird marks in here. I don't know what that is. Oh, sorry. I'm over here amazed at it. I'm not even showing it on camera. What do you guys think of that? They're popping right out now. So the guy that suggested in that one that this was the squeezing, yeah. Now we're getting them to pop right out. I think the whole thing is let it cool and then stick it in the water, because as soon as I picked it up, it fell right out. We got somewhat, I mean, these edges aren't that clean, but these edges are crisp over here. We got some funny business going right here. I don't know what that's about. But this got a deep cavity, man. I really don't like that. I think what I'm going to try to do, I think what I'm going to try to do is heat this up with a torch, and then because that's way too deep, man. I'm gonna have to mill a good ½ inch out of this to get to the bottom of that, and there's going to be nothing left of the ingot. But I don't know why it came out so shiny. I mean, this one kind of came out shiny, but this one is on another level. So it's like polished chrome, man. That's crazy. I wonder why it came out like that. I don't know if the camera is going to actually show the difference. But this one right here is so shiny. It's crazy. Like, and then you know what? The difference between here and here, look how shiny that is compared to that one. I wonder what I did on that one. And yeah, my floor is not right because it looks like it's thinner here, thicker here. Man, that's crazy. So, I mean, hey, they look really good like this. Just sitting there like that. Can't see the top. So I kind of want to mess with them and melt it. So the two people that are getting the ingot, the one dude sent Jay Walter, and the guy that sent $49, Copper Man, Coppa Man. Let me know, because there's no way I can mill that much stuff. Would you like me just to send the ingot as is? Or should I attempt to fill in that void? I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a test. I'm actually going to make another video. I'm going to do a test. I'm going to pour another ingot, because these are slant. I gotta put this on a level surface. This is ridiculous. Look at the difference. Because they both got a low side. But that's how off my floor is. That's crazy. So here's the deal. I'm gonna pour after this. We got to wrap this up. We're over 3 hours, man. This is ridiculous. Some people suggest that I talk too much. I mean, I don't think so, but I've heard that from multiple sources. Um, so I'm gonna make a video. We're gonna pour an ingot, right? Let it cool down. Not all the way. I'm gonna leave it in the mold. Okay. I'm gonna melt some more aluminum, but I'm gonna have my torch right there. And what I think I'm gonna do is, while this is still kind of hot and shrinking, I'm gonna start cooking it with my blowtorch. I think I got a rosebud around here somewhere. That might be the way to go. But anyway, let me know what you think. Did I use the graphene on that one? Not the shiny one, but there might have been residuals left in there. I did take a wire brush, but I never got down. Man, that's like a chrome finish. That is crazy. I never got down in there with the wire brush. I wire brushed the side, which is really crazy. What the markings that came through on this one. I'm trying to get a good visual. This side's even worse. I don't know where that came from. I scrubbed that with a wire brush and then blew it out. That side came out nice. That's like really nice, man. We're not doing anything to it. And then something happened to this side. All right. Let me check the let me check the comments here. First of all, I just want to thank everybody that donated. We exceeded what I was actually expecting. Purity issues, maybe. So I used aluminum wire, which is like a high-end copper or aluminum. Hey, thanks, Adam W. Thanks for coming by, man. And thank you for the gloves. I use them all the time. I probably should use them more than I actually do, but I really do appreciate that. Are my messages not visible? ANSMIK? Yeah, I'm seeing your message. Use the graphene on the one and not the other. Yeah, the first one I put graphene in there. So what I'm going to do, you don't have to re-pour it. You could just mill out the middle. All right, what I'm going to do a follow-up thing. Oh, Shannon. What's up, Shannon? She's the one that originally sent me the shirts and the cookies. Me and Steve loved them. I want to read everybody's comment before I get out of here. I try to answer all your questions. That's why I like going live. I try to answer all your questions. Okay, so we're going to wrap this up. I really appreciate everybody coming by. Go check out Mike Wharf on YouTube, Mike Wharf's Ministries. Try to give that guy some subs. Really like to see him be able to go live on YouTube and get monetized. And then Facebook, Freedom Baptist Church. It's Okeechobee, Florida. And I believe they have a website. If you want to donate directly to them, that's great. But if you donate here, I'm going to match it. And then it's going to get matched. So what did we do today? 130? Or 200 something? We did over $200. I'm gonna have to go back through and add it up. and then check my emails. But basically, we met the goal. I wanted to try to give the guy $800, and we're there. So that is awesome. I really appreciate that. I think they're going to really appreciate that. You guys are like the best viewers, and I'm going to make another video. Stay tuned, and I'll let you know about the website. And then email me if you have any other questions. But on that note, we're going to wrap this up. Let me know. I'll be in contact with you guys. Everybody that donate, you got to email me at projectshopfl@gmail.com so I can get your address and your shirt size, and then we'll decide what you want to do with your ingots. So the top guy, I mean, they're both pretty much the same. If you want the shiny one, that's your choice. It doesn't matter. Either way, I'm going to try to fix these in another video. You'll see coming up. But don't forget to email me, and then we'll discuss it more. I want to thank everybody, and that's going to be it. I appreciate everybody watching. We'll see you on the next one.